It's such a powerful scene.
Yes.
It's probably one of my favorite book scenes. Welcome to the Boozy Bookers, where book club beats happy hour. We're four best friends who love good books and tasty cocktails. I'm Jess, and I'm joined by my fellow bookers, Jamie, Sam, and Corey. This episode is The Crown of War and Shadow by the one and only J.R. Ward. Picture this. The fulcrum is a magical barrier holding back the demons, but it's failing. Who comes to the rescue? Of course, it's an orphan with mystical abilities. Join us as we discuss Sorel's journey to save Anathos and unite the four kingdoms, north, south, east, and west. Is there a brooding MMC? Of course. Do we get great side characters? Absolutely. Is this one of our 5-star reads? You'll have to stick around to find out. But first, we got to get to our drink. This week's drink is the Compass Brew. We have 2 versions for you, hot or iced. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. First of all, it smells great. So, oh, this is good. So good. Wait a sec. I always am so surprised by flavors.
Me too. But this one really does.
Oh,
It's very surprising.
God, it hits the tongue.
So Jamie and I have the iced version. So I brewed it last night. It is a vanilla chai with peppermint tea, a little bit of sweetener, and our touch of liquor is a honey Irish whiskey. Perfection.
It is delicious. I normally do not drink tea and do not like tea, but this combo is delicious together.
It's a little strong for my taste, but I'm a weakling. The tea, though, the mint, delicious. I'm going to try Jamie's because we're next to each other, so we're going to switch here.
You want to try this one?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Wait a second.
Pause.
Wild.
Oh, completely different.
Wild. Same ingredients. The temperature is throwing
Oh my
things in
God.
such a different way.
Oh, yeah.
You can't taste the peppermint in yours.
No, not
No.
as much because
Much.
it's
No.
brewed. No, it's definitely the peppermint is stronger in the
Huh.
hot version.
Ooh, and I think you can taste the alcohol more in the hot one.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we got to get through this quick because I'm about to get messed up.
I normally don't like peppermint, but I really like the peppermint in this.
Yeah.
It just settles well.
I
And
love a hot drink.
I prefer the hot drink over your iced drink.
Do you? I don't like a hot drink.
I
love
like
a
the
hot
ice
drink.
drink. Yeah, I'm
Love
good with
a
the ice
hot
version.
drink.
We made good
There we go.
decisions
We
today.
did. We did. Good choices.
Yeah.
For more on our recipe and how I came up with this week's nod to Sorel and her herbal remedies, catch our drink video down below and this week's post.
This makes me feel better that I'm drinking an herbal remedy.
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
That's an herbal
Do you
remedy.
need more sugar? So Jessica gave me
Throw-
more
I-
sugar
I
cubes.
throw me
Some
one.
with sugar cubes.
Oh my God.
okay.
Oh,
We're going to make it.
God, this is going to be bad.
It wasn't.
One
We
more
didn't
try.
get there.
Did
But
not
one more
make it.
try. One more try. One more try. Get there.
Oh, it was close.
Did you hear it
That was
teeing off?
ting.
Of there? Okay, I'll do 2. We'll get hella sweet. Oh my God.
Oh, shit. It splashed on
Oh,
me.
no.
Okay.
We're going to need Sam to drink a little more before I ask her opinion of this book.
I was going to say, pure chaos right now.
Okay.
So I need initial thoughts, and I'm not going to be the first one to go
I
because
will
this
say-
was my pick.
Do you want to
I'll
go
go.
first? You
I'll
go
go.
first.
Go
Go
in the
first,
corner.
Jane.
Okay, I'll go.
Around the room.
Around the room. I have read J.R. Ward's books before, and I do enjoy her books. The Blackweather Daggerhood is probably one of my favorite series. This book did not feel like her normal writing. So it was a different take on a book that she writes. It was probably not one of my favorite books, to be honest with you. I read it. At times I was like, okay, I really like this. I'm really into this. I really enjoy it. And then other times I was like, I don't know what's happening. I'm not sure where we are. I'm not sure if there's a story anymore. So I got confused.
Yes. Okay, so I've never read J.R. Ward before. This was my first intro into it. It took me on a wild ride. There were parts where I loved it. There were parts where I hated it. There were parts in between. Initially, I couldn't figure out what was going on, and I felt like I stepped into a room where a lot of shit was happening. I was like, oh, excuse me. Whoops. On paper, it is the type of story that I love. There are so many elements to it that are my favorite types of stories. There's journeys, there's monsters, there's all that. And there's just, for me, something missing, and I'm not sure what it is. I can't peg it, so maybe by the end of this podcast, I'll figure out what it was. But it was an in-between read for me. Corey, how did
Okay.
you feel?
So I feel the same as Sam when I started this book actually before any of you guys did. The first chapter, I thought I had a stroke. Like, what is going on? These words are italicized.
Yeah.
I
Those are
don't
made
know.
up words. And
Yes.
when she writes a book, if they're made up words, she italicizes them.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I needed a glossary, and there was not a glossary.
Same, babe. Same.
And I was lost, and I thought I had a stroke, and I didn't know what was going on in this world. I will say the more I read it, there was parts I agree that was like, ooh, this has potential. I felt like there was a lot of plot holes, but also this book has become one of my favorite books to hate on. to joke about. It's like a bad B movie where you just like keep repeating the lines.
Yes.
Merck had some lines that I was like,
Well,
whoa,
Yes.
buddy.
Okay.
we'll get to him.
All right, Jess. Jess,
to
let's
him.
hear. How did this was your pick?
This
which-
was my pick. So this is
Oh.
my pick because, like Jamie, I am a J.R. Ward fan. I've read Black Decker Brotherhood. It's probably one of my more favorite series to read. It's probably one of the first series I've read all the way through in adulthood. So I enjoyed it. As I was reading it, I kept saying, "This is not her writing. This is not her writing." So part of the way through, I had looked up if there were other reviews on it, and I was just like, "What's going on? There's got to be something here." Well, then I found out she wrote the foundation for this book 20 years ago and shelved it.
Okay.
Oh.
So this is
Oh my
kind of
God.
actually before Black Dagger Brotherhood, or kind of like at the same time where she shelved it and went on with Black Dagger Brotherhood. If that holds true, that makes sense to me. And I think having learned that about this book, I kind of understand, and I kind of changed my perspective reading the book about halfway through, is that I can't keep reading this as J.R. Ward, who wrote Black Dagger Brotherhood. I
Yeah.
have to read this as this is an author's new series, new book, and I've never read them before.
Yes.
And so if I take that mindset, I had a totally different perspective on the book from there, because I do like the story, and I do think that there were redeeming parts. For Sam, I know what's missing from this book for you.
Tell me what it
It's the
was.
MMC.
Tension.
He's not the right MMC.
No.
He is not a relatable, likable. There is nothing about him that draws you and pulls you in. And I feel that for Sorrel too. Like, I don't understand the connection there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think when you don't have that connection for a romantasy book, that's what's lacking. Now, if this wasn't meant to be a romantasy book, if this is meant to be a fantasy book and it's really not meant to have a romantic angle, it's a good book to me, because I do like the fantasy part of it. And I do like her arc in the book,
Yeah.
especially the last 100 pages for me.
Mhm.
So that's how I took this book. Is it a 5-star read for me? No. But is it something where down the road I will read the next one? Yes. It's not one that I'm going to completely never come back to.
Yeah.
But I have to keep that mindset of I can't relate this to Black Decker Brotherhood, because they're two totally different worlds.
I kept telling Sam that it read like it was someone's very first novel coming out. I kept telling her, like, it feels like a first book to someone.
Which
Yeah.
isn't bad.
No.
It's not bad, but it did not read as an very established author, which is, it's not bad. If it was someone's first book, I would have the same way been like,
Not bad.
this has potential. I want to see where it goes.
Yes.
You know,
But I also don't fault her for wanting to do something different.
Oh,
Like, if
absolutely
you've
not.
been in a realm and a world for 20 plus years, and that's
God.
what you've done day in and day out, I don't fault you for trying to go somewhere new and do something new.
20 years is a
No.
long time. Get
Yeah.
out, man.
Yeah.
With multiple,
Yeah.
12 books and
Yes.
spinoffs of that book. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
There's now a TV like streaming
Montage
series of it.
play.
It's
Yeah.
like, so it's,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
No.
it's a big
So
thing.
it's a big thing. So I think she knew she would open herself to criticism doing anything that was different.
Yeah.
But
Especially so established with the other
Yeah.
series. Yeah, for sure.
but I think the story overall, I didn't mind it, and I do for normally for her, you love her MMCs, and I think that's my hardest hurdle, is that a mercenary named Merc. Come on, man.
No, that's too much.
Like I know we talked about Ransom in the last book being a bad name, but
no.
Merc is hard to get over.
There were parts that I liked the idea of him. I almost pictured him like a drawing. I like these ideas. I like how he was presented. But when he interacted with her, it was just, there was nothing that gave me that base of they love each other. Nothing, like there was, you're right. It just wasn't there to drive it through for me.
No.
But there were parts I loved. And like Corey said, there are some actions that he does and some things where you're like, what the hell? And it was just like,
The fuck, Merc? like this man needs to wear looser pants. How many times does he have to readjust himself in this book?
He's just so turned on by her pox cloak.
I mean, those are sexy.
They are.
Will I read the next one? I probably will because I have the guts to know, you know, and I want to see where it progresses as a story. But like you said, as a story, there's so much. I love a journey. I love monsters. I love going to different places in a world and seeing those like glimpses and those snapshots of it. I love that. So on paper, I'm like, man, why am I not getting this? Why am I just feeling it was hard? Sometimes I'd put it down and go like, and I just kind of scoot it to the side and be like, I don't know if I want to pick that up right now. Yeah. But once I did, I'm like, okay, let's give it a shot. It was, for me, it's hard for me not to like a book because I want to support every author and I want to just be like, hey, you put in the work and I love the world you're creating. So for me, it was really hard. I was like, oh, I want to like it and I can't.
Not every book is going to be your cup of tea, Sam. That's just the truth. That's just the truth.
A shot of honey whiskey in it.
That's okay. And I think that's where I kind of left off with this is like, yes, I will read the next one. Will it be at the top of my TBR? No.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I'll read it because I want to know.
Yeah.
Because the last 100 pages, you're right, really changed the game of it. And I'm curious to see what happens. Also, I really want to know what's Merc's real name.
I mean, is it Merc?
We never
Maybe
find
he
out.
forgot. Like maybe that's part of the deal of him being a demon is he forgot. Oh, first of all, there's spoilers.
Arben, watch out.
Spoilers ahead, warning.
Watch
It's
out.
probably too late now. You're in it for the long haul.
If you're listening to this, I hope you read it.
So, I do have to say that it is kind of an overused trope, right? The whole orphan has magical abilities or mystical abilities.
I'll
comes
sign
to
up
save
for it
the
every day.
Yeah. So it is one of those, but I do hope that the arc in the second book, like I liked when she finally realized that she was the one she was looking for.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think for me, I was like,
hers.
hey, I knew this 5 million chapters ago.
Yeah.
And you're like, so
the queen that I can't see, was that
seasonal one, yeah.
I'm like, it's you.
So, did you know that he was already dead?
No.
When
I did
realized,
not.
See, I did.
I picked
as
up on
soon
some
as
of
she
them.
looked at him and couldn't see his death, I instantly thought because he's already died. It's already happened.
You know what? That wasn't.
And she already saw her, so I'm like, they're both. I wrote, I see dead people. Like that was my note.
I was picking up that he was something when there were the mutilated animals where he was. They were kind of following
with
him.
the
I was like,
chef.
yes. And I was like, oh, wait a second. And then just like some of his, I didn't even write them down, but there were some things that I picked up on. I was like, oh, I bet he's a demon. Because it was such a part where she's so scared of it. She's so scared. And then he just shows up. I'm like, wait a second.
I apparently was just reading this book to just read it to get it done because I didn't pick up on anything. And when it came to the part where he was like, and had the markings on the back and she was like, oh my God, you're dead. I was like, what the fuck? Wait, where did this come from?
But it's almost like she had some sort of veil over her because remember, she had the markings too.
Yeah.
And she's never noticed.
But she did have that veil because she gave it to the horse.
Yeah.
Remember, she gave it to
the
protection.
security.
Yeah.
And her hair changed too.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's black now instead of the white.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very demon looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about Sorrel, how did you guys feel more about her like as a character?
Do you know the only thing that bothered me?
Tell me.
Why did she not correct him that she wasn't a prostitute from the beginning?
So many times.
The one thing that
So
drove
many
me nuts.
times.
So many.
It's just like that was just
I see in the beginning
awkward the entire time for me.
I see in the beginning where he's like, come back, and she's like, yeah, okay. When she thinks she's never going to see him again. But like after a certain point, be like, bro, I'm not a prostitute. These like men just keep like putting their hands on me and assaulting me. That's it. You know, like
because she waited so long that when she tried to tell him the truth, of course he didn't believe it because now he has all of these things in his mind. That, I saw this.
Yeah.
Well, no. If I had told you the truth from the beginning, those would all be benign.
Yeah.
But did he truly think she was a prostitute, or was that just one of his plays because he knew she was the demon's?
No, I think he did.
Because
what does he know going in? He was trying to find her. So he's like, oh, she's in this tavern where there's prostitutes. I bet she's one of them.
I think he did only because of their one scene together. He really didn't treat her like he treated her like a whore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I took it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I looked at it too.
Yeah.
Like he didn't.
And I think in his head, he was like, well, this is a job with benefits. All right. Like,
Well, and it's not like, even at the end, when he is confessing his love,
I don't believe him.
I
No.
don't. No, there's nothing there. I read this on Kindle and I did the annotations. And 10 chapters in, I wrote, like, you just meet him, and I'm like, where's the tension?
Yeah.
Like, there's
nothing.
nothing. There's no like romantic tension between them.
I don't even know if I want to believe his sob story of how his wife was harmed in front of him
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
killed. I can't believe it.
That was such a quick thing. I
Yeah.
was like, is it?
It was one sentence. We didn't even go back to any of it. We don't even know what the braids are. I kept waiting for the
Right,
braids and the
I wanna-
beads, which
because
disappeared at the end.
It just kept coming back to those braids. Like, she kept pointing out the
Yeah.
beads and the braids. Like, is that a point of something?
I think it will be in the second book. I think that there's something in it. The only part I didn't like about her arc at the end is her kind of trying to redeem him. That's not her job. He needs to redeem himself.
I feel like almost did she save him because that's the one comfort she still has. But
I don't
he's
know.
almost like just a comfortable character for her. I've been through this journey with him. That's the attachment they have.
Yeah.
I don't believe their love. I don't.
I don't
And
know.
I wonder if he's attracted to her not because of who she is, but as like Sorrel that we know, but who she is as the daughter of the Dark King.
yeah,
Like,
that he
you know,
can
she
get something
attracted to
from
that
him.
power and is going to use her to free himself from it. That's almost how I feel about it.
I was curious about how she described Merc in comparison to the Julian, because she writes Julian as, you kind of get the creep vibes from him. But
Yeah.
really, he's the one who's on her side.
There's a
He
quote
shows up with his army
that
and
I
pledges
wrote
his
down.
allegiance.
Yeah.
And this, she says, except I don't want the knight in shining armor. I want the mercenary.
Yeah.
And then I'm wondering, is that her darkness coming out? You know, like
Yeah.
where she's like, oh, I don't want this good guy.
Too good. But at the end, when he shows up and he pledges allegiance to her, also, that was just
So quick.
confusing to me
So
because
quick.
literally she just puts a crown on
And she's
and
like,
she looks over and she's like, Julian. And he is down there pledging his allegiance. But like,
Unless,
how did they all know? Did he already know
Was
like
this-
what
I
she
think he
looks
knows
like?
the prophecy,
okay,
because I think he was looking for her. I think he knows the prophecy. I think he's probably been searching for her and finally found the area where she was in when she was at the.
But does he
the
even
tavern.
recognize her as the same person? Because
With
she
the dark
looks
hair?
different.
I'm wondering if there
people can
was
dye their hair and look the same. If you dyed
Well,
your
she's with
hair red, I
Mark.
still know it's you.
And he was Merc, so that would be the telltale.
But I'm wondering if there's a mural or something at his palace, like there was
Oh,
at the
that's smart.
Queen's, the South
South
Queen,
Queen. Yeah.
because she fulfilled that prophecy by returning the stone. So I wonder if there's a mural, like a prophecy that he knows.
I think more than just the tavern guy knew the prophecy.
Yeah.
I think the royal family would have had it known, which is where Julian comes.
Yes.
So is she the queen of the South Kingdom? Since
No.
that,
No.
but that queen wouldn't see anyone the same as
But
the same as her.
so, but
think they were
remember,
worded
she
differently.
doesn't see people; she sees their death. I think that's the interpretation of
She doesn't
Sorrel
look at
doesn't
them.
see people, because if she looks at people, but she also just sees death, she doesn't see them for who they are.
Yeah.
And I want to know, is this crown of war and shadows, is this well known? Like you're saying, does Julian know this? Because as soon as she puts it on, he's like, oh shit, there she is.
Yeah.
Well,
Pledges
remember,
allegiance.
it's been hundreds of years.
Yeah.
It's like 400 years
Yes,
or
yeah, I
something
think-
like that. Like,
Yes,
it's
which,
crazy long.
Like, shout out to Mr. Lewis or whoever he is who
Yeah.
owns the gauntlet, and his family who are just like, hey, you can inherit this tavern, but also there's a weirdo that lives under the stairs you got to take care of. She's just here. She's immortal. You know, like she doesn't know anything. Just treat her really poorly. She'll be okay. Give her some bread every once in a while. Like, that's crazy.
How tragic that the only thing she knows of is my mom died at childbirth.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
it.
That's
There's
it.
nothing beyond that.
So she
that's-
doesn't
like,
remember.
does it just keep resetting? Like her
Yeah.
every 100
So
years, she
that
doesn't
was
know
my
there's
question.
new people?
Yeah.
I think that's just all she is able to remember.
Like she's
Yeah.
the Dory 51st Dates effect, where
Yes.
like her day just resets.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, even throughout the thing, like as she repeated it herself, like that's all
That's all she can
She
remember.
didn't get any further than that.
But
That
it's
was
like
it.
every 10 years, it was just
Yeah.
repeats. Because she could remember short term of
Yeah.
like May and all the people.
baby
There,
she's
yeah.
helped.
The
and
baby
babies.
she's helped.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she
Barons.
couldn't.
Yeah.
Barons.
Fans.
Like, what's
Details,
happening?
baby.
Where do you think her mom's at?
Oh, that was
I-
one of my
I
questions
thought
too.
the mom was the queen of the South.
I did
For
too for a
brief
minute.
part, I did too. I feel like she's being held in the fulcrum.
Probably.
I think she's the star in the sky.
Oh,
The star that she keeps referencing, because the dad came out, the
Missed
dark
that.
team.
I don't
came
even
out
know
and
that
said
there's a
She's
star.
exactly where she needs to be. And I think he put her in the sky to keep her away. So she sees everything happening, but she can't help or impact.
See, I also think that
No clue.
she is the Seuss.
Yeah.
And I think that's who came to talk to her was her mom, and she didn't know it.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either. I like the idea of the mom being like kept captive in the fulcrum because I
See, I don't think she's in the fulcrum because the dad's trying to release the fulcrum, but he doesn't want to release the mom.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. He's
and
pissed
like I
at
said,
her.
he said, I
He's
put her
pissed at
where
her.
she needs to be. And I don't know why Sorrel would keep referencing the star and why the star draws her to it.
And the
And
stars
she's drawn
knew.
to the jaw.
But the stars knew. The star
I didn't
hasn't
even
been
know
there.
there was a star in this book.
But this,
They kept saying the star in the sky.
Maybe I was
But-
just really thinking about Merc's pants.
but I think it aligns with her coming into an understanding. As she learns of the prophecy and as she learns more about herself coming through, that's when the star appears. So I think it's part of her arc. Like maybe she
like,
wasn't
wait.
able to see it before, 'cause, like the veil
Yeah.
coming off.
Yes.
The veil
Oh.
is being lifted from her. Now she can see everything that she's supposed to see.
Do you think her memory's going to come back now?
No.
Because there was a brief part where she's like, oh, Merc's right. When he slid in home, he's like, this is a well-worn path. And she's like,
my
have I had lovers before? Have I done this? Like, do you think that's going to come back her like time?
I don't think so. I think maybe because she has some abilities. So we'll see. Because I think she feels like not necessarily a surge of power, but she puts on the crown.
Yeah.
She feels at home when she puts on the crown.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think she's worn the crown before.
That would make sense as to why this Dark King is like, I know your power. And then there's also a part where Merc is like, I love you, even knowing what you are. And I think that references not who she is as the daughter of this, knowing that, like, I think you did some bad shit.
Right.
Like, I love you, even though you're a bad person sometimes.
Mhm.
So I feel like
And he
maybe her past
references-
was dark, and that's why the mom took her and was like, wipe it clean. You got good in you. Let's start
Yeah.
again. Hide you from your dad, who's going to use you as like a partner to rule his world.
Well, and he references like her curse too. But
Yeah.
what is her curse? Was it just that she was already dead? Or is there like more to it than
We don't know.
I don't know. I think she was hidden. And so I think part of it, like her curse was she's the key to letting him out. So she also has to be hidden.
yeah.
That's kind of how I took it.
Mm.
But she's also the key to defeating him. It's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
So that's how I view her. She could have had two paths, right? She could have gone the path of helping dad, or she could have gone the path of putting
So
the crown
glad you
on.
said that. I got a quote for that one. Two sides of the same coin, the good and the evil, and shouldn't it be up to me to decide if I land on heads or tails? And I
Yep.
like that.
I like that.
I
There
do
were
like
so
that
many good
theme of
quotes
it.
in this book.
There
Yeah.
were, and that's what I was like, why is this hidden? But I do like that where it's like, okay, I get to decide who I want to be. It's not my dad's destiny or my mom's. I get to decide that.
Yeah.
Even though there's this
Yeah.
good and bad in me, I can figure out where I'm at with it. My favorite part of this book was all the scenes at the outpost. I feel like it really
Oh,
came
that
together at
was
the
mine.
outpost was
Yeah.
like where it felt like, oh, this is a story and I love how this is going. I know you guys are going to give me shit for this, but I
Val.
love that.
That was so good.
Val getting
Stop
her
it.
redemption arc.
I have it down in my notes
That you
that
love
I
it more
love
than Merc.
Val, and I think Val and the main what was her
are
name?
gonna be
Lala?
together.
Yes.
That's exactly what I thought too.
Yes.
Val
because-
and who?
Lala, isn't that her name?
The maid that she
The
saves.
maid that- because he knew of her before, so it's
Yeah.
almost like
Caught
he's
her eye.
secretly
I just gave you a wink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I get it.
and I thought, going back to your favorite parts, I thought you were going to say when Merc came up riding one of those crocodiles.
That was like the strangest part.
It was so out of nowhere.
But I was like, oh, he's very capable, I guess.
Woohoo!
No, but I did like the parts at the outpost. I love the characters you meet. I like the couple that ran the apothecary.
Yes.
I like
Lena
the
and
people-
Rom?
Yes, and I
Yes.
like the people she helped at the inn. I loved the whole vibe of it. I liked him. I liked where he was like kind of like a dirtbag, but
Yeah.
also like kind of a good guy. I liked his jealousy or Merc's jealousy towards them. I loved the whole thing. The only thing I hated more than anything during that part is when Merc steps out of the prostitute's room, and I literally texted Jamie and said, if he really slept with her, I'm gonna stop, because this was starting to get good and I was starting to get attached. And then I was like, fucking Merc, what are you doing? I would have DNF'd it. I
She
really
did.
would
She's
have.
like, if you tell me he slept with her, I'm DNFing this right now and I'm not finishing
But
this
see,
book.
I didn't like him, so I'm like, of course you did.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
you're bad.
British.
Maybe that's it. I was fighting.
It's the horror of the week for him. It's just,
And Sam wanted that redemption arc.
I did.
she always does.
I
She
always
always does.
Even
I
when
would rather have a Thal redemption arc than Mark's redemption.
I will
I
say,
Yes.
loved Thal.
she
I
ended
love
up with Thal.
Thal was so
Yeah.
much better than him.
I'm actually pulling for her and Julian.
Well, that's what I said.
Really?
In
Yeah.
the beginning,
His
I
picture
felt
was about to eat it. So, like, he's opened up for some romantic guidelines here, you know?
in the beginning, I felt that Julian actually had more of a connection with her
Yes.
than Mark
Yes.
ever did.
Yeah.
I
Thal
thought Mark
too.
was actually a bad
Yeah.
guy.
And it's not about the Golden Knight coming to rescue her. It's about the Golden Knight standing at her side.
Yes. Because even when she was like
Yes.
saying, hey, I'm not going to help you, he didn't like force her past it. He was
He still
frustrated and
helped.
he's like, okay,
He's the knight
be
to
with
her
you.
queen.
Mhm.
Yes, I love that. Here, there's
love
this
that.
part.
I
I
know.
love that.
If I wrote fan fiction, that's what I would write.
I'd write one with Thal, where she gets down and dirty with Thal.
You would. You would.
I highlighted so many of the sayings that Merc did.
Oh,
This
oh
one,
gosh.
I said,
It's bad.
I'll be gentle with you. He says in a low voice, what I do for a living won't be what I bring to the bed, not with you. And I wrote, what the fuck? Where's the tension? Is he even the main male character?
I hope not. That is where I am. I hope not.
Actually, you know
I think he's just the vessel for telling the
there.
Dark King story in book one, and I hope he's not.
I would like it though if he's just playing her the whole time. In the next book, he's actually like full on a terrible person.
Same for redemption.
I would
arc.
like that. And
No, I feel like I want him to be a terrible
Yeah.
person and like actually her go like, what the hell? And
I
then-
would rather
I would
him
like-
be a terrible person so it's easier to hate him than for him to be just like a blank, like
Yeah.
2D
Yeah.
person. You know?
They were a little flat.
A little
A
flat.
little flat.
There's another one I hope you're going to talk about. Merc Says. Let's do a little segment called Merc Sayings.
The
There's
Merc
a-
says.
The Merc Says. There's a part in the beginning when they first meet. She takes him to his room at the end. She's in her pox cloak. And he's like, you'll stay, right? Or whatever. And she's like, do you know what this is? And he's like, it's a pox cloak. And then he takes a deep breath and goes, smells like home.
Oh, yes. You smell of the freedom I
Yes.
once had a long time ago. How could you not be beautiful?
I know, but it's like,
I'm
you know what
saying it's a popsicle.
smell like home.
Wait. Here's another one.
Oh my God.
It's quite another fold that I'm interested in.
Mhm.
I went, yeah. Literally went, ugh. And then it went immediately on the same page, a place that is warm and slick and welcoming to a man where I can leave something of myself behind inside of you. And I went, this would never do it for me.
I'm telling you, I am proud that you finished this book because I remember reading that part going, Corey's done. Corey will DNF this book. She's going to shoot daggers at me the entire podcast.
That's why I said it's my favorite book to hate on.
There's another part
Yeah.
where she's like finally takes off her veil and she thinks that she's like not very beautiful, especially to
Yeah.
him. So she
Mhm.
mentioned something about
Oh,
you're
wait,
ashamed
I
of
got to
me.
take a drink before you say that.
You're ashamed of me. You don't think I'm pretty, or basically that thing. And instead of going, no, I think you're beautiful, and saying something so
Yeah, I
romantic,
have
he
it.
goes,
Ready?
take, okay.
Oh, she's gonna
My
read
hand is turned around and pressed in between his legs onto the very large, very hard ridge that fills out the front of his leather breeches.
That was his reaction. Instead of going, you're beautiful, he's like, give me your hand. And I told my husband this part because I was like, that's so crazy. He's like, oh, she was sexually assaulted. And I was like, yes. And then he turns around, crouches, and I don't know what the next part is, but he was adjusting himself
He's
or something.
adjusting himself. He's constantly adjusting
Do
himself.
you think he's really getting down with the demons over in the Falkner? Maybe he is just, he's ready.
Well,
you know?
That's a good sign that even though you die, you can still get it on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
I mean,
aggressively.
that's, yeah.
My note to that was just when I think he's going to say something like, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, he turns around and puts her hand on his crotch. Does he not know flattery? He's only ever said that she smells good.
Well, hold on. He has one. Here we go. I've never seen anybody like you before, and I knew that before I ever saw your face.
I wrote, not a fucking compliment. Sounds like a fuckboy. That's literally my next quote highlighted.
Mark the fuckboy.
Oh, that's what I'm calling it from now on. Mark the fuckboy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Instead of our top 10 book boyfriends, maybe we should have our bottom 10 book boyfriends.
He's number 10.
Yeah.
Mark is
He would
definitely
be
down
down
He's
there.
number 10, and honestly, on paper, he could have been. I don't know.
I think there's. I don't even know if there's potential. I really don't.
I don't think
couldn't
so.
See
No.
enough there.
There's
to
a
say that
couple
there's
grunts as he rearranges things.
Is this where he comes back? She's like, "You're walking funny," and he's like,
You went too with the log in your legs.
The log in your leg.
When he needs to get his boners under control and wear looser pants.
Yeah. He is very proud of his manhood. I will
He
say
is.
that.
He is.
If you're going to call it a log, it's got to be of size.
He is,
right?
and we never know anything past that point. Do
Yeah,
we?
that's
No.
right.
He
They
says that
really-
she doesn't. She's not impressed.
No.
Oh, when Thal showed up, I said main character energy.
Oh
This
my God!
book's the
Yes.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when he shows up, he's like, "Oh, lovers in the poison river," and you're like, "What?" And he's like, "It's a joke." Like, yeah, I love him. He's fun.
That's why I'm pulling for Julian, because I think he was introduced enough to be a tease of a good
He
match.
was.
And then with the ending being him showing up and pledging the allegiance, I think that's
Starts
potentially
for the
the
next
nexus.
book.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like a love triangle. I don't like a white shoes. But in this situation, I'm like, you got Val and you got Julian, and like,
Get out.
get out.
There are
Just
choices.
choose different.
Yeah. The
Not a wide shoes or a love triangle. Just choose different.
Yeah.
The only thing I will give Merc is that he was, and I mean, I think he had ulterior motives for sure, but he did try his best to protect her. He was trying to protect her from everything. Even at the end, he's like, "Don't go in the fulcrum. Let's just move away. Let's just do this." That's probably his only thing he really did. Put his non-life on the line to save her.
Yeah.
He did.
But he was required to.
Yeah.
It was his
That's
job.
the hidden
And
thing.
that's it.
yeah.
It made me question where he was going. He's like, "I've got a job south." Like,
Yeah.
no, you don't. No
No.
one's going to the south.
No.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said the South because can we get to the Crystal Gate for a fantasy book? The way that you took down the Crystal Gate was singing so
I
fucking
fucking love it, though. I fucking love it. When she was doing that, and then she's like, "I gotta go get the girls." I'm like, what is she talking about? And then I was like, the ones that were singing, and I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna sing it
Yeah.
right to class.
And that's what, like,
I
no
love
one's,
it.
It
no
just
one's
seems so
been doing it.
weird.
No,
And
this is fantasy. I love it.
Well, I like that it was like a normal thing. It's like no one thought about that. And he's
Yeah.
like trying to break it down with a sword, and people had guns and muskets and things. And she's like, well, we can figure this out, you know?
So, you know why? So, this is part of something that's a deeper discussion. My take on the book was a lot of feminine strength and feminine power.
Mhm.
Yes.
And so I think to me, that's why this was perfect of how you broke the Crystal Gate, is because the men with their swords and their muskets and their cannons couldn't do
Yeah.
it. The women with their voices did.
Yes. And especially
Yeah,
the maid,
And I
she got
love
her,
that.
she got her power back. It's
Yes.
like, I'm not useless. I shouldn't be
Yeah.
ashamed of myself. I look at all the power I have in just me.
Yes.
I took that down.
There's so many strong stories in it. And that's where I was like, I love elements of this book.
Mhm.
And Sorrel's connection with a lot of the female characters in this book, it was kind
Sister.
of the opposite of a normal J.R. Ward
was.
book, where you normally dig into and love the male main characters. The FMCs and the female side characters were it for me in their play together and their relation. So Mare,
Yeah.
love Mare. I wish there was a way of bringing Mare back. She kind of did. in
Yeah,
that
but-
end.
But not
But-
No,
But I want a pre-story of Mare and her prime.
like, how did she
Yeah.
get back there?
Like,
how
I
did she
wanna
get there?
know-
What happened? And she met the
Yeah.
worst,
ending.
Worst ending. Worst
It
ending.
was terrible.
I
Horrible.
actually stopped reading for a day because I was like, F that.
Me too.
Mhm.
Me
Like,
too.
this is not how you do that character.
Me too.
Like,
I
I-
bet she was going to show
Yeah.
back up, and Mare had peacefully passed, and she said,
Yeah.
"Oh, I missed it." But I was like,
yeah.
"Oh my
Yeah.
God, the
Terrible.
violence!" And I guess it was used to show that, like,
It's brutal.
the violence towards
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
That, you know,
I'm glad you brought up the feminine
Mhm.
strength in this book because in the first few chapters, she makes the world so
grim.
terrible, grim,
Yeah.
that I was like, I hate this type of story. It's not technically a dystopian, but just how
It's that
the
anathema beginning.
anathema beginning where like men rule, and I was like, this is just making me so feminine, not
so
feminine.
rageful.
So
Feminist.
rageful, feminist rage. Like I was getting so angry at the book and all the male characters, especially the farrier.
the farrier.
Yeah.
Farrier.
Oh, gosh.
And that,
Yeah,
like,
he
I
was-
was so just angry when, like,
No.
that part came on, and like how he treated his children just could because they were women.
Yeah.
They treated his wife.
Yeah.
They're just going to dump him. Like, not worth anything. That just, like, it just makes me so mad. And especially when you think, like, it's not that long ago that this legit was, it's not even a fantasy.
Yeah, there were parts of that that are true.
True.
So kind of riffing off that, I think that's kind of what J.R. Ward's theme and like story or metaphor of the book was, is that women together is the strength that we never knew we had.
Yeah.
Because as she builds those relationships, and of course the end with that scene with all of them coming back and everybody, it's such a powerful scene.
Yes.
It's probably one of my favorite book scenes that I've read this year or even recently, because you get that sense. And there is a quote. It says, "The lesson I know now is that kindness is never, ever wasted.
I have it down too.
It is the sunlight against the darkness of the cold, hard world. And with how the sooth define truth, so it is also the way with mercy. Kindness does not need to be acknowledged to exist, and we cannot survive without it." And I think when you think of the stereotypical feminine thing is that kindness, compassion, and comfort is our strength.
Yes.
And that we are much more powerful together than we are against each other or alone. And that's kind of what I took.
That's me too. I put that karma and kindness are a theme of this, that you put your good out there into the world and it will come back to you kind of in a way. I think that she made good acts and everyone remembered that softness, that like comforting and take care of me even when other people won't. And then at the end it gave me Marvel like Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah,
style where like everyone starts showing up. I was like,
On your left.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. And like everyone she's helped, even ones that didn't make it, she tried her best to just save so many people. Yeah. And so her kindness does do the world a better.
And I love that it was the children as they should be.
Yes. That
I
they
thought
grew
that
up.
was such a powerful,
made me feel sad.
In terms of writing, I really did enjoy the writing of this. And so that was one of the scenes I was like, that is an excellent scene.
You're right. The writing was good.
Yeah.
The
it was
plot
there.
was good. It was the connection between the characters that felt, not the characters, the main characters.
Yeah.
Because her connections between the people, please remind me, the woman she helped in the outpost.
So
Lena.
Lena and Ronald.
I was like, stay
her
there.
sister.
Yeah.
That's like that whole exchange
Loved
and
it.
everything. Like she sees
Sister.
through Sorrel.
Yes.
She sees the truth. You saved my life. It's not even you saved my life, I'm helping you. It's I recognize your need.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it. You know what I mean? And she's like, you call it sisters in your language.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, I love this.
I love that.
I was like screaming that thing. I was like, stay with them. Like, what are you doing? Stay there.
Yeah.
The Outpost really was the best part of this.
It was.
Yeah, Outpost was a good book of it. Yeah.
It was great.
I have some random questions. Would you guys like to answer these for me? Because
Like your true random question or just questions about the book?
questions about the book.
Oh, cool.
There's a part where they're riding to the outpost and he said, hide under my jacket. Like, what about her freaking legs?
I just
Like,
assumed
hide under
the
my
cloak
jacket.
was long enough. Yeah.
Were they on the horse though?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he just looked like a hunchback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had 2 pairs of legs.
I was thinking hunchback.
I just thought that she was tiny and like in a ball.
Did she get her legs up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have another one then. When she puts on the skirt that she gets at the outpost from Lena,
Yeah.
and
It
she uses
stands
it
by
as
itself.
a cloak, which I'm like, that's super smart. But she said, my hands are through the pockets. Like, pockets have material in them. So if she just have like gloves,
I don't know.
or are they holes?
I don't know.
And she's just got,
I thought they were holes.
but their pockets are just like pocket slits, and you have to add your pockets later on. I don't know.
I'm
Okay.
confused.
Yeah, that's it. Those are 2.
So I forgot I had one quote when we were talking about like Merc and her connection. I think Merc will be her downfall, but Julian will rescue her from it. And this is why. She said, the love within in him is my compass, my direction that will never be lost, my guide that will always return the ghost of my soul to me if ever I am lost to the dark side. I think he is the one drawing her to the dark side. And I think Julian and the Golden Knight is the one that's going to pull her.
That's so
to
true.
her
'Cause
true, like-
even the coloring, as like those symbolisms, we've got the golden and we've got the dark. I like that.
Yeah.
And we really didn't get much information on the prosperous.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
that
the kingdom
cat.
of the, is it the north?
Yeah.
Yes, the kingdom like of the north. I think that we're going there in a second.
But
Yeah.
that's Julian's area. So
Yeah,
I
so we
think,
didn't get
I think,
much.
I think him showing up at the end, they're going into the battle. I think they will eventually end up there. And again, I do think there will be a mural. I think he will have known of
Something
the
there.
prophecy the whole time. And I think he's been the one that's tasked to find her.
Mm-hmm.
The animals in this book,
Oh, we didn't even touch on that.
We didn't.
the giant fucking spiders.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely not.
Traumatizing.
Or
You know what?
the
I'm trying to find the animals, but I guess I don't know where they
the
are.
ogres with
yeah.
the fire.
Oh,
and
they were
how
terrifying.
terrible. They could blend in and they're fast.
That
and-
actually was going to be one of my questions, but
Oh,
I
I'm
just
sorry, spiders.
no, it's not. Which one felt more terrifying to you?
the
'Cause
spider.
the spiders.
No, the
Spiders.
ogres felt way more
Spiders.
terrifying because
No,
they blended
spiders.
in and
No.
they were just fast and they could jump.
No. Click, click,
Spiders.
click, click. No.
Spiders.
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 What about the giant vultures?
That
Almost like
took out her
Oh,
shoulder.
yeah.
Why is it always big birds? Every book we read, it's a big fucking bird.
It is a big bird. It is a big bird.
It's always a big bird.
Because
And
birds are
not
kind
the
of
tiny big
terrifying.
bird from Sesame Street.
They are
It's like
kind
your
of
worst
terrifying.
nightmare.
Terrible.
Do you want to do your random questions?
I have
I
a
would say,
quote
do you
real
want me
quick
to do-
before the
oh,
end
Okay.
that I really loved, and I know Merck said it, but I loved when he said, "I'm not wasting my life on your weakness," and I love that so much. Where it's like, do you have it written down too? It was like, why
I
am
don't
I?
think she saw that as endearing.
Oh,
No, I
No,
like.
but I
No, I
have-
don't. I,
mine is don't be weak and stupid. Nothing is fair. No one is going to save you.
Yeah.
And it was like in that same paragraph.
yeah,
Like,
I was like, I'm not. Hey, man, I'm not. You're holding me back.
Yeah.
You're holding me back, and I'm not doing that. I
don't
like
be
that.
stupid. Let's
So-
go.
Spice rating. Do you want to do a spice rating?
Do a
Yeah.
spice rating.
Come on, you dirty booker.
I only gave it a 1.5.
Wow.
1.5/2.
But what about all the adjusting?
Ooh.
It doesn't count. There was only
That runs as
If you have to adjust, I'm deducting.
yeah. You only got 2 small scenes and 470 pages.
Yeah, and they weren't
Long
very
quote.
And they
in-depth.
weren't
No.
even in depth. Like it was, I don't know, a page.
It wasn't in depth, but it was also awkward.
They were very awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't like a natural feel to them.
No.
I didn't like the jealous fuck. Like I didn't like that when he's like, "That was in here, bam!" Like,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna take what I need right now. Like,
Like, if
whoa.
your body is pavement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready for my random question?
Yeah.
I'm
start.
ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. So if you had access to the compass, where is it taking you, or are you asking it to go?
Oh. This is such a good question from you. No,
I wasn't. Normally we save for for Jessica's question.
I
but
know. I thought Jamie was gonna be like, "So what's
Disney
your
World.
favorite color?" Disney World.
Yeah.
Just
It's
show me.
just home. It's just that's
Oh,
like happy place. Yeah.
I feel like as my children are getting older and they are going driving on their own or they're going to, hanging out with friends, I would like a compass that showed me. I know there's like apps and stuff, but just always like, how are they? What are they doing out there in the world? I think I would like that.
That's the Weasley clock from Harry Potter.
Yes.
Oh,
Did you just say like I'm like Mrs. Weasley? Oh my God.
Oh my God. Thank you.
now,
Thank you.
I just got my Harry Potter reference.
I'm gonna drink on it. Drinking name.
the compass, though, it wasn't just one place, right?
No,
It was
whatever
what
you
you
wanted
needed
to
at
go.
that time.
What you needed, like where you wanted to go, what you needed the most at that point.
Shit. I don't know. I would really enjoy like a traveling one. Like where's gonna make you the most happy, most peaceful.
Oh, that's like a guide. to,
yeah,
like,
like, guys, like
where-
what do you need right now?
What do you
What do you
I
need
need
right now?
this.
Yeah. What was yours?
Oh, I
She didn't think.
didn't think.
She didn't think.
I just thought of a great question and figured you guys would answer.
Well, I have 2 questions, so I'll throw one of mine out now.
Okay,
So there's a lot of talk about smells, especially smells about him.
that's true.
So your
Mhm.
first question is, what scents make up your book boyfriend?
Oh.
Oh my God. Murder, murder, bad choices,
Shadows.
shadows.
So I did evergreen, bourbon, and campfire.
I would say definitely
Oh. 'Cause
Because
campfire.
I love the smell of
bourbon.
Christmas. Yeah, bourbon,
Mhm.
and then the campfire, just that fire
Yeah.
kind of smoky
I-
smell.
I like that. I like a cedar smell. Love that. But
I was gonna
actually,
say
you know what I really
sandalwood.
love?
Mm-hmm.
I love a cigar smoke smell.
Oh,
my God, I do. And I don't know what's wrong with me.
There's a
But I
lot.
really do. I've actually started.
it.
My husband, I was like, hey, you want to get into smoking cigars? Every once in a while he does. And I'm like, come here, buddy.
You smell like home.
You smell like, give me your hand.
This is a foxglove.
This is a fun.
I like the smell of like a cigar smoke and like a cedar. So something like that.
Yeah.
Or like, I like that.
Like a sandalwood.
Yeah.
I like that smell. I don't know.
Just like a crisp.
yeah,
kind
just like a
of.
crisp smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie's like,
I like-
what's like a gas station food?
Are you saying, you know, like when you're barefoot at a 7-Eleven?
Yeah. The smell is the door. You can smell
wearing
the
white
white
beater.
buns and then
Yeah.
hot dogs on the rollers.
Menthol cigarettes.
Yeah.
smell.
Yeah.
That bush light coming off of it.
Oh, God. I actually want to throw up thinking about that smell.
If there's a way to get like a wife beater T-shirt into a scent, you know, like that would be it.
With Walmart.
It's sticking
Yeah.
on the side.
You're walking around Walmart. Like,
No, Jamie likes
Now,
a,
Jamie, legit, what would
she
you
likes
like?
a beachy smell.
I do like a beachy
I
smell.
think you would like the ocean scent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a beachy smell. So
Yeah.
Real talk, beachy scent.
Real,
Yes.
real talk.
Real talk. Not
Real
hot
talk.
dog Fritos,
No.
but
That's
Beachy.
Pit stained white.
That was a J on the beach is really good. So with some chips, salty chips, a PB&J and the beach.
oh man.
That's
so
I
good.
put the peanut butter and jelly that's been the cooler and got
Yes. Yes.
smushed.
Smushed.
Yeah. Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Ooh.
Game
So
changer.
just write
Good.
that down as a drink note. PB&J.
PB&J.
Smush
Cold and smush.
Cold and smush. Got it.
Okay,
Sam?
Yeah.
I love that question. Mine's kind of so there was also a lot of talk about weapons in this.
Mhm.
So there was like the crystal like pick sword that Thal gave her.
Yeah.
There's daggers, there was a long sword, but she also had her own powers. So like flames and the death and just like the raw power. What would be your weapon of choice?
The crystal dagger.
I would say I like the crystal
Absolutely.
dagger.
Crystal
Me
dagger
too.
was incredible.
Very
Yeah.
girly.
Yeah.
Very girly.
Loved
weapon.
it.
Delicate, but also powerful.
Hidden. Yeah.
Yes.
It's overlooked. Yeah.
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 But
Yes,
does
they
Like,
damage.
kept
you could hide it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was
Yes.
discreet.
That
Yes.
scene.
Oh,
I
I
did
didn't love
like
that.
look right. The scene with
Yes.
the guy and
Yes.
dungeons.
Yeah.
When she killed him
Yeah.
brutally, I was like, go, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get at it, queen.
Even the
Yeah.
like South Queen was like, yeah, I would have done the same. So
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
It was a little
Yeah.
brutal. I'm like, yeah, he
Yeah.
tried to
Good.
rape
He
her
was about
twice.
to, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. That made me pissed
And
off.
it
That
wasn't
was
the queen,
violence.
though.
in a
It was
good way.
it was her person because
Yeah,
she never
the
met the queen.
adversary. No, she met the queen
through the
through the like
through the-
veil.
The veil, but the queen wasn't in the dungeon, right?
no, but afterwards.
Talks to her.
She
Oh,
talked to her
okay.
and she's like, yeah, I would have done the same.
Like,
that was violence done in the right way. Mare's was not violence done in the way
Yeah.
I wanted.
Yeah.
No. No.
But
Corey,
you-
okay.
that's
I've got
great.
2 questions.
Oh.
I'll see.
What scene, out of all the scenes in this book, what scene would you not want to do if you were Sorrel? So there's the initial
I got
time
it.
when you get caught by the spider,
Right here.
when she's stealing the ruby,
That's the one.
spider, the
Yeah.
ballast in the canal,
Oh,
Balas?
the balas, the birds in the Badland, or the ogres on the way in the south.
It's 100% climbing up that statue
well, I have to.
with spiders behind you. And then
All I imagine just a sea of black.
Yeah.
that, and like you're only going up. How can you get down? Obviously, she had like a dragon,
But
but
she
like,
saved in the beginning, which
Yes.
really helped her.
I like that comeback. But yeah, it's the heights, it's the climbing, it's the.
Oh, I don't like the drowning.
I was
I
gonna say
wouldn't want to be the ballast.
don't
The
want
ballast.
to
She
was already
swim.
I
dead.
would
She'd
much
have
rather
to
pick
wait.
my
She didn't know
challenge with heights.
Over the swim. Yeah, well,
yeah.
and then also you don't really know what the ballots are. At
Yeah.
least with the spiders, you see that.
Yeah.
My other question was, since I have 2, if you had to be the ruler of one of the places in Anathos, where would you rule out?
The outpost.
Outpost.
Me and Thal,
Outpost?
Yeah.
we're buddying up. We're having the best
You're
time.
protecting all the girls.
Yeah, yeah. I'm getting
I'm
in
good.
there. We're chest bumping. I'm like, hey, buddy,
Yeah.
let's go.
If I
Definitely
picked
the outpost.
the city of ruins without the spiders.
Yeah, but the spiders come with it.
She's gonna exterminate them. She's getting the
Exterminate.
dragon. She's
I don't
exterminating
even know
them.
how I'd be able to exterminate them. So I guess the outpost too.
I would say anywhere that Prosperitus is with Julian.
Yeah.
That would be where I
Well,
would
we
go.
haven't.
Yeah.
And that
we
seems
haven't
to be
really
the
seen
nicer
it.
place too.
But it
so.
does, yeah.
Mhm.
So you ready for my second question?
No,
Yeah.
I never am.
No, because it's probably a hard one.
So Mark had a journal.
Mm.
So my question is, what book boyfriend do you want to read their diary?
Oh,
And from which book?
can I only pick one?
Yes, for right now.
This is tricky.
I would like Cassian from Silver Flames.
I mean,
Full
he's obviously
Cassian
one of my
diary
choices.
during Silver Flames is where it's at.
He's obviously one of my
I
choices.
mean, that's a good one because he's got some shit
some
going on
good
there.
stories
Yeah.
in that one.
You know what? Yes, I have all those big options, and the Guardian and even Xaden. We love those guys. But there's a character from Throne in the Glass, which I know you haven't read yet, but Lorcan, and he's like a side
She's
character, but
gotta know
also
what
one of
he
my
did.
boyfriends.
What
Yes.
Lorcan do?
There's
What did Lorcan do?
I gotta know what he did, and I hope that he
Wrote about it.
lead, had a beautiful time, and he's like, "Dear diary, I had the best time of my life, and this is what I did."
Yeah. I also put Riddick in Onyx Storm. Riddick being on, like the quests and everything
That's
with
interesting because I also think that Riddick, like, this is a side story,
Yeah.
but I think Riddick's got some underlying things
Yes.
he's doing. So I
Yeah.
would love, that's interesting to read his personal thoughts.
them. Yeah.
I can't think of one book
Me
boyfriend.
neither. I got nobody. I'm like, who do I
What about
like?
Enchantra? You'd probably like to know about maybe 7 or
I
like.
would love to. Yes, 7. You're right. I
Yeah.
would love to.
You know what? I want to know Graves' story.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I want to know more about Graves.
Yes.
Me too.
hear
Gonna
7.
change
I
that.
would
Yeah.
love to.
You know
hear
what? Let's
7.
change this. I'd like to know Marcus from On Wings of Blood. What's his real thoughts? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Is he really bad? Side quest here, and for the listeners too that love Phantasma and Enchantra, and if you have not seen, and I don't know if you guys have because we were talking about it before, but Demonica is going to be about 7.
Oh,
Kaylee Smith's third
Yes.
installment into
Yes.
Wicked Game. So
when
it
he
is gonna
goes
be,
to the Daemonica.
yes,
Nice.
and we've
I'm
already
excited.
met his FMC, and she's the one that tied up Rowan in Enchantra. That if you remember that part,
from the
Yes.
passion fruit.
So that is going to be the next one if we're talking about 7. But that was a great question, Jess. How fun!
was.
Woo.
All
Do you
right,
want to
makes you
start our
think.
cheers?
I
Oh my
would
gosh!
love to. Are you guys ready?
Let's
Sure.
wrap up this from
All
shadows.
right.
More in shadows. Oh.
Cheers to the soap/hygiene products
Oh,
they
yeah.
use that
Yeah.
would last days between showers, and they're still smelling good on these trips. Okay?
For freaking
Come and
real.
get that in the
Cheers.
modern world.
Cheers.
Mine settled kind of weird.
Didn't it? Mine's still delicious.
I
Yeah.
think it's. I think
Refreshing.
I took the bags out. They were seeping too long for me. I think the peppermint went a little extra.
It's
We
I-
wanted to make it pretty, so we kept the bags in.
Yeah.
But I think I let it seep too long.
No, I'm still into it. Cheers to the horse that gassed them to the outpost
Motherfucker.
and then said, "I'm tired, boss." And then just died in the pasture.
Lay down and rest.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Was that yours too? I thought you
Well,
were going
well,
to cheers the other horse, so that's
okay.
why I did this.
My cheers was to the horses and then to Levante for giving off Maximus vibes from Rapunzel.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
damn.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I said Chestnut for being the most exhausted horse in the Badlands.
Yeah, and for Snooze, who was just like, you know what,
Just
I
there.
Didn't even want to move.
You didn't
Yeah.
want to do
Yeah,
it.
cheers to the
Cheers.
horses. Let's do it again.
Cheers. All right, I'll wrap us up. Cheers to this bit of wisdom from a warrior king. Anybody can be a hero, and the people working together can change the course of an epic war before it even gets started. Remember, always forward, never back.
Cheers.
That
I
was a
love
good
that.
quote.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget to check out our drink recipe. And as always, happy pages and libations. Bye.
Bye.